All right, guys, look what we have right here. There it is, right there. TRAILHUNTer, okay? TRAILHUNTer. Notice this right on here. Look at that, baby. We have the actual TRAILHUNTer version with the iForce Max. This is the new Forerunner in its most aggressive, excuse me, most aggressive, strongest, meanest off-road characteristics and form that this has, even beating the TRD Pro as far as I'm concerned. And here it is, and we are gonna take a walk around this thing. We have the keys. We are gonna go inside, outside, bounce around it. The keys, as you can see, never even been pulled out of here. We are the first to even touch this vehicle, do anything like this on there, and we are gonna dive in and check this bad boy out. So we walk around this thing. First off, let's take a look at it here. We got 33-inch. These are Toyo Open Country ATs. I had these tires on my Gladiator, which is parked right over there on the M, and they're not a bad tire. They're not too bad at all. They're quiet, they did good, they worked good, and for a factory all-terrain, it's a good tire on here. Can't complain about that at all. Again, these are 33s. I believe these are on 17s. No, these are 18s on this one. So we got 18s, but they are 33-inch tall tire. And they actually kicked this out on here. When you look at this offset, this stance, when you look at the side of this, this is 3 inches wider, 3.2 inches wider than a SR5. As far as the stance distance between here and there across, and it's all wheel offset. They kick the wheels out. That's all they're doing, is moving the wheels out. You can see how this rim sticks out farther. The inset hub is in more, moving this out 1.6 inches on each side, giving us a 3.2 total width across. Wider stance on the overall vehicle, but we do get that wider stance. Now the TRAILHUNTer only comes with the iForce Max engine. So our only option is the iForce Max, and that iForce Max is gonna have the hybrid engine system in it. So if we look at that, and we wanna take a quick peek at this and see what we're talking about, let's lift the hood here, hold on. We flip the lever and lift, hold on, oh, come on. And we do not have any hood struts in here, so it's all manual, but there is a whole lot going on in here when you get into the hybrid version. Excellent motor. I love the 2.4. I love what they've done with it. I love how proven and reliable it is. I like everything about they're doing, and I also like the cool color that they've done for the fire pad. That's a fire pad. If you guys don't know, these things are designed so that if this catches on fire and an engine fire happens, these are designed for those plastic pieces to pop and melt, and this thing drops down on the fire or over the engine and acts as a firewall to prevent that and save the passengers. So kind of cool, but I like how they've done that color on it. Look how neat that looks. But like I said, the hybrid version, there's a lot of, it's all the orange stuff you see. You got a whole bunch more going on. It creates a whole bunch more power in this setup here. So they've done it very well. With this, the Forerunner, I like what they've done. Like the fog lights are actually by Rigid. As you can see right here, again, this is the TRAILHUNTer. There's no expense spared on this model. Heritage grille, fantastic, well done. We got a light bar. This is not a Rigid, this is a Toyota branded light bar mixed in right here. And we have duals. We got ambers in there, I believe, too. I could be wrong, but I know we got the full light bar here, and we got the Rigid fog lights set up right there. We do have our tow hooks up on there, buried up in the front, right in there, as you can see them. They are kind of tucked back a little further on here, there's no doubt about it, but they are there and they are usable. So we do have tow hooks on there. And but nice setup. I love the big powerful fenders they do on these now. They make it look good. We do have a snorkel, even though it's not really called a snorkel, it's called a high air intake, but it is technically, for all practical purposes, your snorkel on here. And we get the roof rack with the TRAILHUNTer. This is a 700-pound roof rack. You cannot get a sunroof in a TRAILHUNTer. They don't give you the option. You are stuck with this roof rail, and the reason you are stuck with it is because this is designed to be able to hold rooftop tents, things like that. This is not just a junk Toyota or a branded Toyota version. This is actually a true ARB roof rack. 700-pound capacity. You can put any rooftop tent you want on it, and it is done very well. And it looks nice. They made that rack streamlined and fit in there good. I love the way they did that rack compared to how they did the TRD Pro rack on the last generation, which was a noisy, kind of a windy. I wasn't impressed with it. This rack, they killed it. They did a fantastic job. You get rock rails on here automatically. These ones are here. Now these are rocker and nope, they are rocker and frame, but they are frame mounted. You can see it right there. They are frame mounted, actual true rock rails that you're seeing on here. Kind of trying to angle this where you can see it here. I'm hoping you can. But these are actual real mounted, frame mounted, there you go, right there. Frame mounted rock rails on there. So you got good support right there. Those are gonna protect the vehicle, and they're true, they're legit. Old Man Emu suspension is what we're rocking on this thing, which is going to be fantastic. You have the whatever, I think 5-link rear, however they're doing that on the rear, but you have aluminum forged aluminum or machined aluminum control arms. You got Old Man Emu suspension on this. Now the TRD Pro is going to come with the Fox, with the remote reservoir, stuff like that. This is geared more towards work. Okay, this is not geared towards high-speed bump, even though it'll do good, but this Old Man Emu setup on here, this is geared to work and to work hard, and they do an excellent job at it. I would much rather have this system, and if you're not familiar with Old Man Emu, they've been around for a long time, were bought out by ARB, and they are one of the best in the industry, hands down. So they do a great job. The Trailhunter model gets you a 1.5-inch lift in the front and a 2-inch lift in the rear over stock, okay, over standard height, over like an SR5 is. So you're getting 1.5 in the front, 2 inches in the rear. Nicely done, nice setup. We do get our full-size spare underneath here, as you can see there, compared to the little donut they're giving you on the other versions, like the SR5. So it'll give you good setup on there. Nice design. Love the iForce Max, and I love the little Trailhunter logo right on here. We'll get inside this thing in 1 minute, but we're just doing a walk around on it. But look at how nice this vehicle is and how well they done. Love the bronze wheels. Think they did a great job. Also notice this one here, 95% Japanese rather than 100%. US parts at 5%. That is because of some of the racks and some of the add-ons and the steps and some of the things that are part of this package that are going to make it that way. So it's not true 100% like most of the 4Runners are, but that is okay. It is accessory based as a reason for that. So fantastic though. They do a great thing with this. This motor's putting out 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque, which is crushing it. That's doing a fantastic job for a 4-cylinder. The hybrid is what's doing most of that work for you in there. And actually, if we get technical, because of this snorkel, you do lose three horsepower. So it takes you down to 323 instead of 326 on there. So so we're going to dive in and take a look at this thing. As far as ground clearance, we get 10.1 inches of ground clearance on this with these 33-inch tires, and that lift on there, that's running ground clearance, and that's pretty good. If you were to get a TRD off-road version of this here, which is not a Pro and not a Trailhunter, but your next off-road worthy version, you're going to come in at 9.2. So you get almost 1 inch more ground clearance with the Trailhunter version than over the TRD off-road. And even a standard, give an example, the standard SR5 is 8.1 inches. So you get 2 more inches of ground clearance with this because of the 33 and the lifts, and you're going to get on, as you see over there, starting to get a bunch of 4Runners right there. You can see them in those SR5s. You're going to beat this by 2 inches of ground clearance with this Trailhunter. Also for reference, oh, he just pulled it away. There was a Land Cruiser sitting right here, wherever a Land Cruiser is, but there was one. Literally, there's white one out there, but we just had one next to us a minute ago. But that Land Cruiser is only, the max you can get is 8.7 on a Land Cruiser. This one, 10.1. So that's pretty good ground clearance numbers in there. You're getting 23 miles per gallon with this thing, and you're also getting 33-inch approach angle. So that kind of covers the outside and details. Let's look at a window sticker on this and take a peek at that and see where we're coming in at window sticker wise. You guys are good, no worries. And hang on. Window sticker wise, so what we're seeing here is we have 2025 Trailhunter 4-wheel drive Trailhunter right there, as you can see it. This is ice cap and mineral on the interior color. Here's your standard features. You can roll through these and see what you're getting with it. So they do it up really well. There's not many extras on this. You can see the base price right there, $66,900. In here, you do get the, you are paying for in here, you're getting a digital key, which is $275. We come over here, you're getting Toyota Guard. This is through Southeast Toyota Distributors. They charge you here for your oil changes and stuff. That's part of their game. And that's not dealership. This is through Southeast Toyota Distributors. $700 for that. You're paying for the LED. You got the exterior paint sealant protector, $589. LED cargo light is $529. You got the all-weather mats in there for $229. Cargo cover for $164, and multimedia screen protector for $129, plus destination takes you to $71,014 is where you're sitting at on this. And think about that though. Like I said, hybrid. Look at the reality of that. In today's world, and compare it to what a 2024 TRD Pro would have been. And like I said, the Trailhunter, in my opinion, is the one. Okay, this beats. I have zero interest in a TRD Pro under any circumstances, even in the Tacoma world, the isometric seats, things like that. The truck does nothing for me. The Trailhunter version, this is where it's at for me. Let's take a look inside, see what we got here. So we come over here. First of all, let's take a look underneath. Let me just show you here. So you can see some of our plates and some of our stuff there. Show you around the front side under there too. Let you take a quick peek there. Here you go, right here. And while we are at it, I should mention that we are up here at, as you guys know, I'm at all the time, but this is Franklin Toyota in Statesboro, Georgia. These guys are amazing up here. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know this was here yet. Okay, now you heard me say in another Toyota video, I just was up here a couple weeks ago, I said that somebody here told me that there was a good chance that one of these was going to be here about 45 days from now. I didn't even know that. Well, then on a comment on one of my videos today, Dirk, who is a guy that works here, I talk to all the time, he sent me a comment on there. He said, hey, brand new Trailhunter showed up today, just got here, see you soon. And so, like I said, they told me, let me know that this was up here. These guys are fantastic people, and they're an incredible dealership. They got their Chevy dealer right across the road. They're the ones that service my Colorado ZR2. This is where I get my 4Runner serviced and taken care of at. These people are amazing here. This dealership is just straight up incredible. I cannot say enough good things about them. Highly recommend them. All right, let's dive into this. And like I said, you talk to Dirk, Mike, any of those guys, they're all great up here. So let's dive in and take a peek. Let's start at the back like we always do. We come back here, and is it still open? I know I got the key on me. There it is. Auto back door. Cargo light set up right there. Here it is. Now, the thing you got to remember in a 4Runner here is that we do not get the lay flat seats like we used to get in them. So, and we also do not get anything underneath here. Okay, there's no space under. Actually, let me rephrase that. Let me put that into perspective. What I mean when I say you don't get anything be underneath this, in a normal 4Runner you do not, because you have it's body on frame. So you have the spare tire and everything under here. So there is no compartments underneath a standard 4Runner. I will link that video at the end that I did that shows you that, because we reviewed one. Now also notice, on a standard 4Runner, the seats slope forward. They got this weird drop down that happens in them, where here on this hybrid version, it's very flat. That's kind of interesting. We're not used to seeing that yet. Again, I'm just looking at these for the first time, but I actually kind of like this setup better, even though we lose a little bit of height in here. I like this floor design layout in here a little bit better than I do in a standard 4Runner, where it's got that weird kind of set floor or taper down. Now these seats in a 4Runner, this generation too, they are no longer a lay flat seat. So we don't have that option of them laying flat. They come down and they roll up out of the way. See how that seat rolls? So that's how this is going to work now. So we don't get a full flat seat area. You can put this down, but you got a pretty good hump here. As you can see, I'll leave one down and we'll put one up, but they are not the lay flat, they're roll out of the way. And that roll out of the way is a nice benefit. Gives you a lot of options to get them tucked right out, but it kind of gets away from the full flat floor version. And see how that rolls right up? Like that. But look at it, it gives you much more storage in here too if you're going to be putting things in the back seat or using this for a camping trip. So kind of nice, but you can see the difference here between the seat in what they consider a flat floor design or a lay flat, and then the rolled up version. Now this floor here, being the hybrid, that battery is right there. So with that battery there, we get a little compartment right here, small little storage compartment that you can see that is basically right here. You get another one tucked in on the sides. That's got jack and stuff in there too, but you can see you got two little compartments. These just kind of fit right in here. When you flip this right up, you can see it comes right up like that. And there's your little compartment here. Let me put it back together here. But this is just a cover tray that's going to rest on here. Just sits right on there like that. But that is that spot you get. The whole front part of this is battery. And you saw you get this little compartment right here too. 120 watt, now 120 volt, but 2400 watt. Okay, let the power of that sink in. 2400 watt, 120 volt, because it is power. You also have right here, you got your whole power setup right here for everything, USB controls. This is your compressor for being able to air up and down your tires. And that is a great setup. Somebody's running keys out there. Hold on one sec. All right, so like I said, with this setup in here, you got your compressor right there. They're giving you your emergency kit. Great setup here for the back area to be able to put all kinds of cool stuff in. Shelving units, they did them on both sides. Molly support, these are Molly right here, so you can actually mount bags on there, Molly panels, things of that nature on there. So they do it very well back here in this back design area. Extra lights everywhere. Love the setup back here. They did it incredible. Tie down points, that's what these are here. And tie down points in front, and again, that is all battery. So you cannot get away from that battery. That battery is just there. This is all your whole battery unit setup right here is all basically big battery, is what we have going on there. So you got the battery setup, you got the seats roll forward. Again, some people will like this, some will not. The neat thing about it, or the bummer is, it is not true flat floor, but it gives you this massive compartment area here to be able to store bunches of duffel bags, put a fridge right there if you want to, anything like that for when you're using it. So it's kind of a cool feature, gives you all that option back here. And again, plenty of setup here if you were to slide a big screen TV in or something like that you wanted to. And you get your, this is just held on with Velcro, you can put it anywhere you want to. So again, very well done on the setup on this. We're going to get these back seats back up so we can take a look in here. All right, as we look at the back seat setup in here, back door, again, Molly panel here, nice grab handle here, cup holder right here, JBL speaker system in this thing, nice colors, nice soft touch on here, nice little displays. We like the little details they put in here. Seat setup is amazing. We got leather seats back here, whatever they call these. I don't remember what Toyota calls this stuff, this fake synthetic whatever it is, but they're very high quality. They hold up real well. Love the TRAILHUNTER stitching in them. We do have a center console rest right here, center armrest with two cup holders in there set up for you, and looks like we got, I don't know if these are ventilated and heated back here, but possibly could be. We do got two vents back here, and we got, again, two USB ports, but we also have that 120, and this 120 is not 400 watt, it is 2400 watts. So we got 2400 watts of power. Mat pocket in the back seat here, mat pocket in the back seat here. So perfect layout in the back end area. Done well. They do it well. Like I said, excellent setup. We come around on this side over here. Same exact kind of layout. Like I said, nice door card looking setup. Everything about this is good. And we got no complaints there. Now, we do not have any storage in the seats underneath here because they are a flip forward seat. So there's no storage option in the seats under there whatsoever. Your storage is what you have back here in the back and what you can put up on a rack. And again, you do have this little compartment here, which is actually, I don't want to say little, it's pretty good size. And it extends over there too. So you do get some room back here. And I like how this is pretty solid built to be able to hold your stuff. And then you got all these trays and compartments here. So you got plenty of room to put some of your gear in this. And again, this floor is nice and flat with this battery compartment. On the regular 4Runner without the hybrid, it's got a kind of a weird slope down to it, which is pretty unique that I've not seen before. I kind of like this layout better, even though we are losing this 4 inches of height. This is a 4-inch height difference that you are losing right here because of this being the battery system in there. That 4 inches of load height difference that you got to take into account. So again, the JBL speakers, nice setup here. Let's come around. Let's take a look at this side over here. Again, I did go through the whole sticker already for people that are wondering, and there is your price right there for you. And we come in on this side. Again, nice water bottle holders, Molly panels. These are designed to, everything today can mount with Molly. So you have places that you can mount things on here, trays everywhere, TRAILHUNTER logo right there in there. I love the stone look on this setup. Nice soft touch here, good rubber grip on there. Done well, I can't complain about it. The dash, simple and easy to clean. Not hard plastics, not soft touch, but it is kind of that in-between rubberized, easy to clean, gonna hide scratches, do well. And I love the stone, camel stone look that they do on here with the Toyota on there. And same thing on the we do get, say it's all Toyotas, okay, all the new ones. That kind of, you get a little looseness in the glove box, pretty good size glove box, cabin air filter in the back side of that. Here you get more Molly panels, grab handle for the passenger, and a bag holder. You can hang bags right on there for a garbage bag, and you get these amazing seats. These seats are fantastic, and the bolstering in them, In these front seats, it's insane. It's super comfortable. They do this so well. Everybody's body will be different, but they wrap really well, work perfect, and you do get power seat in the passenger side as well too. We'll cover cockpit when we get over there, but they've done this side very, very good. No complaints whatsoever on this. Like I said, and this is actually leather covered now too, which is nice, but again, that is annoying, but you can fix this. Okay, all you have to do is basically put more tape on this, or you put it right around this little rubber bushing, and it'll take that slack up on there and work for you on it. Like I said, it's a Toyota thing now. That's just kind of standard how they are. But like I said, very well done. You get all weather floor mats in here. These mats are not my favorite. The reason for that, they look cool and I like the texture, but an all weather mat should have a high lip and should hold in mud and dirt. This one does not. It's even designed for it to basically roll out. I would be changing these out in a heartbeat. These mats do not impress me even a little bit, and they are super thin, super flimsy. These mats would be going instantly. These would be gone. I'd be replacing them with like some Last Fit or WeatherTech, but probably Last Fit. I love the Last Fit mats, but that's what I would be putting in this thing and changing that out for. But like I said, good looking truck. Let's go around the cockpit area. Let's see what this thing, tow rating on this thing is 6,000 pounds for the Trailhunter. Let's see what our carrying capacity is on this, our payload capacity. We come over here and look, we are 895 pounds payload capacity. So you can see where you're at right on there. And our GVWR is 6,505 pounds is where we are coming in at for GVW. And like I said, good setup with the seats. I'm leaving this plastic on because it's how they got it set up, but I've been in these seats in the other one, in those other 4Runners. I'll link the review at the end. They are incredible. Phenomenal seat setup. And again, the floor mat, same thing. You know what? It's probably okay, but they could have done much better on that. I'm not that impressed with the floor mat on here. Beautiful setup, great big JBL speakers on here and a door set, memory seating in this thing as well too. And hang on, let me get this stuff out of my pocket. I'm jamming keys up everywhere. There we go. And we come into here. Now, here's where the bread and butter gets happy. Okay, we got our, you got your auto headlights, you got your traction control off, you got your 120 volt for your AC on there, you got your rear tailgate up, unlock the gas tank setup on here, you got your aux buttons right here, perfect, right where they should be. 4 simple aux buttons, and they are tactile, meaning that you can feel them when they're in. Okay, I love those. That's fantastic. They crushed it on the aux buttons right here, one of the best I've ever seen. They did it very well. Okay, crushed it. And then you got your light bar here and your fog light right here. So you got two. You got the light bar, and then you also have the fog lights, 2 separate options. Door set up there. You have right here for your controls on there, for your mirrors, and or for your I can't, what am I thinking of here? I'm lost. But hang on, let me cut it in. Let's turn it on. Firing it up. There we go. We are up and running. This is your powered tilt and telescope. See this? There you go. So you can see our wheels tilting in and out, coming in and out, telescoping, and we can bring it up and we can bring it down. But it is power, telescoping, and tilt. So that's pretty cool setup right there. And like I said, you get a dual cluster digital gauge layout, massive screen. This screen is just massive. When you compare this to like the SR5 or something like that, this thing is just straight up insane in size. This thing is just, it screams. It's big. It does stick up quite a bit. It is noticeable. It is right in your face. It is massive, but a lot of people like that, and there is no doubt it is a big screen. This one, you do get the action cam or the dash cam built into here, and it is there for you. So everything is right here on it. And I like how they got it tucked in nice and tight to here, where before they were there was a lot more stuff going on and it was a little more in your face. Here it's out of the way, tucked in close to the mirror, like that. You got your standard features right up here for your lights. You got your sunglass holder, all the things that you're looking for on here, and for your back window, which does come up and down. You can watch in the mirror. And hang on. Well, it's because I got the doors still up in the back. So anyway, but that's for your window on your back door back there. And then our buttons here, look at this, how nice and done, how set up this is. Volume knob, big, chunky, right here, exactly like we want. A true volume knob, not the little dinky, cheesy one that we get over here normally. We get a good knob there. Good control knobs for our layout for our climate control, very nicely done. Good, solid, tactile buttons that feel good, up and down, double tack, double way. So you can go either direction with them, which is very nice. So you get that option option on here, fan speed, up and down, perfectly done. So very well layout on there, very good setup on it. We're very happy with the climate control. That handle there is nice. Here's where all your fancy stuff comes in. Now notice here we got our rear locker button. Love it, but let me turn it down. But we got our rear locker button right here. And we got our sway bar disconnect right here. So yes, you can disconnect the front sway bar, and you have a rear locker, and you have the camera mode. You can hit that and you can change all your camera options in this thing. So a very nice setup. You got the trailer backup for your trailer control. You have all of your drive modes and your MTS control, plus your crawl control, tow haul mode, 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low, and you got your parking brake and your hold assist button right there too. So you get all of your features when you go through your drive modes on here. Sport, okay, let's get that out of there. Where's my OK button on this thing? Where's my OK? All right here, but you got, see if we go through it. We got sport mode, and it's probably the only one they're going to give us in two-wheel drive. Sport, normal, and we got eco mode that you can see on there. Now when we go into four-wheel drive, we're going to get our different modes in here too, but like I said, pretty sweet setup, all nice feature functional. You can feel everything you're doing on here. They did it well, but like I said, having that rear locker and having that sway bar disconnect really is a big difference, game changer for this thing. Push button start, everything that you would expect to see. The seat is moving on me, going back to a normal position. So they did it well. Center console, here your cup holders, they are fingers. They are not rubber buttons that are gonna wear out. So they do these very good in here, 2 of them here. We got charging for wireless charging here, and a good deep compartment here that's pretty massive. Look at that, pretty massive pocket. And thank God we got 12 volt, one of the most powerful plugs in a car. We got 12 volt right there, 2 USBs right there. Everything you want, simple, functional, capable, right here for what we're looking for. Heated and air ventilated seats right there for you on there, and beautiful setup. Now we got a center console right here. It is nothing fancy. Okay, and there is no power in it that I am feeling anywhere. Nope, no power, and it is nothing very fancy at all. It's actually kind of disappointing that that's all we get, and it's only that deep for how high up this is, how big this console is. It is kind of shocking that that's all we get out of there, but that's all we get is that little compartment. That's pretty weak there. But like I said, it's because you got air vents and everything on the backside, but it is a nice setup in here for sure. Beautifully done. JBL speakers there, and we have a detachable JBL speaker that you can hit right here and take out with you and put it wherever you want to. It is a Bluetooth type speaker. So you get the whole setup inside of this thing. Everything that you can think of is optional is already in it for you. Everything you want to go enjoy yourselves and spend some time in the woods, it is set up to do it. So there's all your features of this amazing Trail Hunter, which in my opinion, the best trim level they make, the best thing they have going for them is the Trail Hunter. This thing is just, like I said, it's done right. Yeah, it's a little pricey coming into where it is, 70 grand, but I mean, look at what you're getting for it. The bigger or the wider stance, stability control, you get your sway bar disconnect, you're getting all these features, ARB components throughout, you're getting everything that you're looking for in this thing is here for you already, and they do an excellent job on it, and it's got a heck of a cool stand. So questions, comments, anything you got, put them down below. Thanks for watching.